Welcome my friends, I have a beautiful Deco Mesh heart-shaped Valentine's Day wreath for you today. In today's crafting adventure, I'm going to show you how to make this beautiful wreath using Dollar Tree materials. Let's go ahead and get started. For today's Valentine's Day wreath, you're going to need one of the heart-shaped wreath forms that you can pick up at Dollar Tree. And this measures approximately 13 inches across at the widest part here and about 13 inches from the tip to the bottom. You're also going to need several rolls of Dollar Tree mesh, some in their light pink and some in white. Each of these rolls measures 6 inches at 5 yards. I'll let you know how many rolls you're going to need at the end. And then you're also going to need some pipe cleaners cut in half. I have one roll of white and one roll of pink out. And now I'm going to scrunch the ends and bring them together. Today we're going to do my mini bubble or mini poof method. And this is just an adjustment to your standard bubble method. So you pull them together, get them nice and snug, and give a couple twists. And it's best if you keep the colors side by side. And then we're going to attach it here to one of the crossbars. Give it a couple twists, and then I like to push the ends to the back. I pull them through those pipe cleaners again. This is going to help double secure it, and those ends are going to stay in the back. And then twist it down, give it a couple more twists. I pull my pipe cleaners together, and then those I will push forward. And I usually leave about 1/2 inch here, so trim off any excess. Okay, so I don't want my poofs or my bubbles to be very big. So I'm going to measure here at about 6 inches. Pinch. I think that's still going to be too big. Let's do it this way. Okay, so it looks like it's going to be about 4 inches. And then wrap your pipe cleaner around. Give a twist or two. Now we started here on the bar, on the crossbar. So now I'm going to add one between the middle bar and the outer bar. Measure again at about 4 inches. Pinch. Now you can go and measure several before you attach. I usually like to do a few and then I go back and attach them. Just makes things go by a little bit faster. For your convenience, in the description box below is a detailed list of all the tools and materials used in today's project. This list will not only tell you how much you're going to need, it will also let you know where I purchased the materials. Okay, so I have several poofs ready to go. Okay, so I have one poof. It's attached here at the crossbar, and then I attach the next one to these two bars. Push that up. And now I'm going to attach one here from the center bar to the inner bar. And now my next one will be the center and outer bar. And you just keep alternating back and forth as you move your way around the wreath form. I really do like using this method when using Dollar Tree mesh because you don't have to cut the mesh. Now I like it whether I use my standard bubble method or this mini bubble method. I like both of them. They give a different texture but a nice, smooth, and no fray base. It was funny, I went back and looked at my older videos thinking I had done several using this method and I only found one. So I thought it was time to do this method again and share it with you. Okay, so I'm about 2/3 of the way done attaching my deco mesh to my wreath form. And I wanted to talk to you a little bit about placement. Now down here at the bottom, this is the section that I started with. So I did, on this side, I did 5 bundles, 2 on the inner and 3 on the outer. I attached one here at the point so that I could accentuate that a little bit more. And then I repeated this on the other side, 3 on the bottom, 2 on the top, and I did just alternate. In the straight section, all you need to do is alternate between the outer 2 bars and the inner 2 bars. I placed 11 here, 11 here. In the curve section here, I added about 25 bundles. And once you're working on the curve, you want to place 1 on the outside, 1 on the inside, and then go to the outside. The first couple you'll do the same, and then you're going to do 2 on the outside, 1 on the inside, 2 on the outside, 1 on the inside. As soon as you hit that curve, all the way until you hit the crossbar. Here you're going to do the same thing you did down there. You'll do 2 here on the top, 3 on the bottom, and 1 right here on the point. That's going to accentuate this point. And then just repeat again on this side. Once you get into the curve again, you're going to do 2 on the outside to every 1 and just alternate 2, 1, 2, 1 until you get all the way down. Now I have to finish this and then I have the straight part. So 2 more rolls, 1 white and 1 pink should finish. So that'll be a total of 3 white and 3 pink to do the base. Now you can see why I call this my mini bubble method, because it's very small bubbles and you're putting several in there. And I love that I'm doing the 2 colors because you get a really organic mix, and you can see how smooth and clean that mesh is, even though it is Dollar Tree mesh. One of my favorite methods for using Dollar Tree mesh. I have my base complete and I'm really happy with the mix of the pink and the white. Now you just want to go through, just kind of separate the 2 so you do get to see both colors. And I don't really open them up, I just pull them apart so that I can see both the white and the pink. And as you pull them apart, especially in this area and this area, do your best to get it to keep the shape of a heart. Now on the back here you can see I alternated between the 2 bars on the outside and the 2 bars on the inside. Tucked all my pipe cleaners, and as you can see that keeps the back looking relatively neat. So I'm very pleased with that. Now we're going to work on the sign. Now this little cutie is what I've chosen to go on our wreath today. This actually is a garden stake that you can pick up at Dollar Tree. This is brand new for 2025. They do have 3 different ones to choose from. They have this one, they have an adorable little puppy, and they also have an envelope that has a bunch of hearts coming out of it. Any of those will work. Here on the back I did cut off the garden stake part, and I used my bolt cutters to do that. And then I just fed a piece of floral wire underneath and attached it. And here at the top they do have a little loop. It makes it easy for you to attach another piece. So I'll be attaching this to my wreath form in 2 places with floral wire. Now it's up to you to decide where you would like to place your little cherub here. I think he's so cute. You could go over to the side like that and then put your other embellishments around here. But I think I'm going to put him in the middle, slightly angled. So I'm thinking something like that. And then to get him attached, you just take that floral wire, you separate your deco mesh until you can get to the wire frame. Then you can attach it anywhere on that wireframe that you need to get that sign to sit the way you want. I have my Cupid on, nice and secure. You want to make sure to trim and tuck those ends. You don't want anything sharp on the back of your wreath. And now I do have one of these bouquets that I picked up at Dollar Tree. It's just called a bouquet of roses for $1.25. I pulled out the dark pink and the light pink, but I think I'm going to go with the light pink and not use this one. So I've just cut it down so I have the leaves and a couple roses. And I kind of want to put these a little bit around my cherub here. Maybe one there, maybe one up here. Let's see, this one with the greenery. So I just kind of play with my placement. First of all, see if I do like it. Definitely don't need to stand that long. Okay. And then I do have some leaves. I'm thinking maybe put the leaf and the rose. So just play around. Choose the color that you like the best. I like that very much. Okay, so now I'm going to work on getting these glued in. And I don't need a really long stem because I'm going to nestle it into the Deco mesh. If you have a glue skillet, you can use that, or you can just add some with your glue gun. And then when you place it, just make sure you do get into that Deco mesh so that you get good adhesion. If you're enjoying today's content, make sure to subscribe. And when the notification bell pops up, if you hit that too, YouTube will let you know every time I upload new content. And I do upload new content to my channel every week. I have my roses in. I'm happy with their placement. I think he looks so cute. And now I pull down a package here of the pink heart picks. These come in either pink or red. You can choose whichever color you want. And then to help bring out this red in his heart, I also have some table scatter in red. So you can mix it up. You can either get this in pink and get this in red, do both in red, whatever you can find in your store and whatever you like. And then on these, I'm going to cut them down. I only need a small stem. Play with my placement and then glue them in. Just add a little bit of glue to the stem there. And then nestle it into the mesh. I like that because they can kind of stick out a little bit. And then on these guys, I'm just going to glue them right on the top of the mesh. You can nestle them in just a little bit, but you want to make sure that they're going to get good contact. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and add in the rest of my hearts. And here you go. I have all of my little foam hearts attached. I love how this came out. I think the little red and pink foam hearts were the perfect final addition for this beautiful Be My Valentine wreath. Now I was originally thinking about putting a bow on. I did make a little bow, but it just didn't look right. I couldn't find a position where I liked it, so I'm just going to leave it off. I think it looks better without the bow. To recap, I used a total of 6 rolls of Deco mesh, 3 of white and 3 of pink. So for about 11 items from Dollar Tree, you can make this beautiful heart-shaped Valentine's Day wreath. Will you be my Valentine? Thank you so much for stopping by. You know your visit is always appreciated. If you enjoyed today's tutorial, please give me a big thumbs up and leave some love in the comment section below. And if you haven't already, make sure to hit that subscribe button. If you're looking for more Valentine's Day inspiration, you can check out my playlist right here. Have a great day, take care of yourself, and I'll see you in the next video.